Are you worried about having that price conversation with your sellers? Well, you're not alone. In a shifting market like Fort Wayne's been in for the last 2 years, getting that conversation right really is a difference between a listing that sells and one that sits. And July's housing data just dropped about 2 weeks ago, and it confirms what many of us have been feeling: the market's actually heating up. But pricing has to be spot on to capture that buyer's attention, right? So let's unpack what's happening and how to use this data to confidently guide your sellers without risking their trust. Hey everybody, I'm David Brough with Anthony Realtors, and I'm glad you're watching this video. Let's talk about July 2025 numbers because they just came in and I'm really excited about them. New listings, July 2025, these are all compared to July 2024. New listings were up 14%. Pending sales, this is what every real estate agent I think cares about. It's up 14%. We have more opportunities to serve more people when pending sales are up. Closed sales are up 12%, right? So that's what happened in June and May. And the median sale price was up 5%. Congratulations, everybody just got basically a 5% pay raise. These are all great things. And it shows a market with more competition for sellers and stronger buyer demand. There's no doubt about it. But notice, while listings and sales are up like double digits, prices is only up 5%. It used to be up 8, 10, 12%. And that is a signal that we have to pay attention to. So buyers are still very much active, but we all know this, they're price sensitive. Affordability is down. It's way down compared to 3 years ago, right? I want to share a story real quick. An agent on my team, she had a beautiful listing, really nice photos, great location, good neighborhood, strong marketing. But after about 3 weeks with no real traction, just a couple of showings, nothing substantial, it became clear that the price just was not aligned with the buyer expectations. That's a problem. And she was a little bit hesitant to bring it up with the sellers. I think we've all been there. You don't want to seem like you've misjudged the market, but waiting longer, it only would have made the listing stale and the conversation much harder to have. So she finally came to the seller armed with real data, and guess what? The price adjustment actually spurred on immediate activity, and within I think a couple of days, the property is under contract, the sellers were happy, agent was happy, all that. I've got a couple key strategies for these pricing conversations that I want to share with you guys. Number one is show the facts. Don't just say the market shifted, or I feel like the market's changing, or I feel like now is a good time to change your price. I don't think that's enough. The sellers are paying you to have some real information to substantiate, what the heck you're saying. So use some data. Look at the current inventory. Look at the current competition. Look at those trends. Look at days on market. Look at providing them an updated CMA. I think that's very helpful. And show them the local stats like we just saw for the month of July, or pull information around what's going on in their neighborhood. And if you can't find that, expand it out to their zip code. And that's how you can turn opinions into clearer, more obvious decisions. Number two is speak with clarity and confidence. Your words matter a lot, but how you say them, I think, matters even more. I like these talk tracks. The market is giving us feedback. Let's look at what it is telling us. The market has spoken, guys, and I don't think our price is in line with buyer expectations out there. Let's reposition the home based on what buyers are responding to. Let's get away from saying let's do a price cut or a price drop. Talk about repositioning or realigning the price with the feedback that has been received so far from the marketplace. And when you speak with calm and certainty, sellers feel that. They feel more safe in making that move with you. Number three, and I think this is very important, is set expectations really early. The best time to talk about price adjustments is before you even need one. And this starts at the listing appointment. Explain that pricing is something that you're going to review every 2 to 3 weeks with them. So if the home doesn't get traction, they're already expecting that conversation because you've already planted that seed several times from the inception of basically your relationship with them or from the listing. And they're not going to be surprised by it at all. My next tip, and I kind of touched on this before, is framing is everything. It's so important. You're not slashing the price. You're simply responding to the market to capture buyer demand that's clearly out there. That mindset keeps sellers focused on the goal, which is getting the most money in their current conditions. So our job as a real estate agent is to market the home, is to negotiate, and to bring them the highest possible offer that the market will deliver today. Not that it would deliver, 2 years ago, or not that it's going to deliver next year, so we still have 5% appreciation. What in today's market can we deliver to the seller that is going to be the highest kind of return for them? That's what we should be focused on. So guys, if you're struggling to have these conversations, or if you just want to sharpen your strategy around the latest Fort Wayne data, reach out. I'm happy to share the exact tools, the CMAs, the systems, the language that we use to help sellers reposition without too much friction. I don't want you to lose listings over these price talks. Lead with data, speak with confidence, and then set that plan early. Let's win in this market together.